Hello everyone, my name is Mike Turner. I'm here on behalf of MEGA-LITE. I'm going to do a quick tutorial video that will explain to you and educate you on how to use the media feature in the latest version of Enlighten stage lighting controller. Let's go ahead and jump right to it. I'm going to go into the programming mode. The first thing I'm going to show you is how to choose which monitor or which screen your PC and Enlighten will actually output your video content to. The way that you would do that is you would go into the Settings tab. You would then click on Video Playback. When you do this, if you'll notice over here, a little pop-up was generated. That's because by default, this box over here is selected, which is obviously going to give you a video preview window. Now, it's important to understand that this video preview window is meant for me as the operator to see what I'm actually outputting to my audience, but this is not the actual output that is going to the projector or your video wall or your video processor or any of that. This is just for me to know what I'm actually projecting to my audience. This section over here is where you would make those adjustments. So I'm going to go ahead and bring over the actual output. So this is the video screen that would actually be playing your video content. So depending on how you have yours set up, I tend to put my laptop in extend mode, so it's like having one long screen. So in doing that, I would actually just use this to create the size however I want to match the screen that I'm going. And you could actually see here that I can move this wherever I wanted. So if I had another screen in my extend mode, I could move this over here and it would then be playing back in the size that I've created. Now, that's because I use different types of screens when I'm playing back video. Maybe it's a house of worship or something along those lines, and you've got something that's permanent. And maybe it's just easy for you to just pick a second monitor. So this button right here, if you click on this, if you have a secondary monitor plugged into your computer, it will know that, it will recognize it, it will make it a selectable option for you so that whenever you click on your media, it will automatically play back on that screen. There's also a box that you can check that will automatically play back in full screen mode as well. Since I don't have a screen plugged into my laptop here, that won't populate when I click on that, but that's how you would set that up. So we're done with that. Now what's nice about this little video output here, you can size it however you want. Me personally, I like to make it a little bit smaller so that I can drag it down here and I can locate it with the rest of my faders for my groups over here. Now the next thing that you're going to need to know is, well, how do I upload the media into my software so that I can actually play it back? That's actually quite simple. In the palettes section here, you would click on Media. And right now you'll see a couple other icons for the videos that I've already loaded. But to show you how you would add to that, you would simply click on Create New. And then this is going to bring up your C drive. Now, I've already got a folder called Video Content on my desktop, so this is already populating for me. You can actually store the videos wherever you want. So for the purpose of this, this tutorial here, I'm just going to pick, let's see here. I'll just do this video. So I just select it. Then I click Open. What will happen is you'll see it play for a few seconds down here, and then you'll actually see an icon that's generated over here. Now, one thing that's really fun to notice is, I don't know how many of you guys actually have our console, but another thing that you could do is down here, you'll notice when you're playing with the video, you have some other features. So right here is your color saturation. Here is your hue. This is your contrast, your brightness. So again, I can play with this if I have the console and make some adjustments as well to edit the actual video that I'm playing back. Now, the way that we would actually use this, and I'll give you some examples. Let's say you're a production company and you want to project a logo on all the video screens that match the color of the light show that you're doing, or maybe you're a church that would like to do some video content in conjunction with your light shows during praise. So to show you how that would work, I'm going to simply highlight my LED fixtures to create a new scene. I'm going to hit Initialize and go to RGB Effects, and I'm just going to select this blue wave that's going on here. And just to kind of show you what that looks like, I'll open up the visualizer so you can kind of see I'm doing a nice slow color wave. So that's playing back. That's the first part of the scene that I want. The next part of the scene is I'm going to select my media because I wanted to do a video that's similar to this, maybe some water or some waves. So I'll select this video. So you'll see down here, this is what would be playing back. I've got kind of a wavy looking video content going down here. So that's the scene that would be happening. I would have this video playing back and I would have my lights doing a wave. If this were a scene that I would like, I would save it just like I would any other scene. This is where you can add a fade in or fade out time. I personally like to add in the fade in and out time, so I'm going to check that box. And down here, I'm going to call this water. And then just, again, save that like any other scene. So to give an example of how I would use this, so in fact, I'll maximize this for us here so we can see what's going on. So when I click this, this is our scene that we just created. You'll see that that faded in. And I'll bring up my visualizer. And we'll move this over here. So since I don't have a stage in front of us right now, again, watch how both the light and the video fade in. And because I've got some other videos here, maybe I want to fade into my next scene. So very, very easily it fades in and out. Another thing that's quite nice, pardon me, you'll notice down here that if, just like with anything else, I've got a fader that I can use to actually control both my lights and video. So let me move this around again so that we can see everything. So I've got this happening. I can fade it all the way out. So as you can see, this would be very useful for tons of different applications. We think everyone's going to love it. We're definitely here for any questions that you're going to have. I'm sure they'll pop up, but this is available in the latest download of Enlighten, which is 4.47. It's definitely available for you, so please feel free to give us a call if you have any questions or concerns, and we're always here for you. Hope to talk to you guys soon. Have a good day.